Okay, folks, welcome to the best stock picks video for the coming week. Before we get into the best stock picks, let's go over the week that passed. How did we do? We had a very good week, especially for an abbreviated week. 3 closed positions to the long side. U.S. Steel, 8.6% gain or $4,700. TK Tankers, 14% gain or $2,300. Twitter, we took a scalp on. We made a couple $100. I didn't even bother annotating the chart. We didn't capture this whole move short on Twitter, just the initial pullback from this extreme overbought condition intraday. That's a 15-minute chart. And lastly is Quantum Fuel Corp, one that we've traded multiple times in the past. We'll look to trade it once again. I didn't want to get stopped out of it, but I was on Friday. They announced some news of possible dilution of shares. So we booked a profit, 16% gain or $3,300. Now, we didn't book any losses last week. So does that mean that we are not down on some positions? Absolutely not. We're down on 2 positions, both of which I'm still bullish on, and of which I will be looking to add 2 positions. And I will send out trade alerts to members. And each one of these stocks I went over, I don't think I'm going to do Twitter. Again, it was a very small profit. A scalp intraday. I'm not going to do a video on Twitter. However, on U.S. Steel, TK Tankers, and Quantum Fuel Corp, I'm going to go into these trades in separate videos. Check out the recent trades page in the coming days, and I should have them up there. All right, let's take a look at the stocks that we are looking to trade in the coming week. Now, unlike prior weeks, the vast majority of these trades are shorts. I think that this market is going to get clubbed like a baby seal in the coming weeks. The departure of Ben Bernanke will only hasten the correction that is coming. This market needs a correction if it wants to head higher. So let's start off with AMD, of which actually I'm bullish on. So AMD, daily chart. Again, with members, I go over multi-period charts, intraday, weekly, monthly charts to get the 30,000-foot view as well as the close-up view. The daily chart is really just a cursory view of where the stock sits. AMD broke out above resistance. Looks good. A little bit of resistance at $3.85. We should be looking to open up a long position on AMD. However, I'm concerned about the performance of the SMH, the semiconductors holders. They pretty much stalled out while the rest of the market has rallied. I'm going to go into that chart with members on the week ahead commentary. So the jury is still out. AMD is broken out, yet the semis, the SMH, have really not done so. AER, AirCap Holdings. We are looking to build a position to the short side on AER, RSI at 94.14. We topped out at 39.10, pulled back, and on Thursday we put in a lower high. Friday was a down day. However, that down day was on very light volume. Columbia Sportswear, symbol COLM. Note how you have an RSI of above 85, money flow at just such nosebleed levels. It's just not sustainable. It looks like we began to see a bit of stalling on Columbia on Friday. Good volume, though, so it's still under institutional accumulation. And what I'll be going over with members is again, good entry points from an intraday perspective. Are we making lower highs? And plus, we want to take a look at the weekly and monthly charts. Are we at or near resistance? Plus, we want to make sure that we don't have a huge short interest in the stock that could squeeze us out of our positions too early. So we'll be reviewing that as well, as we will with all of these trades. GORO, this is one that I happen to like. We had a bit of a scare on Thursday. They cut their dividend, which was 7.5%, I believe, down to 0. It looked as if they just might, take out support on Friday inside day. I still like GORO to the long side, so we'll be looking to build a position in GORO. I will be sending out alerts to members. And we'll be going over this stock on the week ahead commentary, as well as the GDX, which is the Market Vectors Gold Mining Index, or ETF. Cyberonics, CYBX. I mentioned this one last week. It continued to consolidate and try to pop higher. As a matter of fact, it did pop higher on Friday. So it's up from our last video when we discussed CYBX. However, a little bit of resistance here at 65. I still like the stock for multiple reasons. However, this topping tail is a bit of a concern to me, so I'm going to want to see a little bit more stabilization before I get involved with it. That being said, we still like CYBX. TZA, this is the Direxion Daily Small Cap Bear ETF. This is a leveraged ETF that puts you short of the Russell 2000, not for the faint of heart. That being said, I believe that this market is ripe for a pullback, and I think that the TZA is a great vehicle for us to profit from it. We are watching for signs of stabilization in the TZA. The best way to do that is to take a look at the IWM, see how it is performing, because the TZA is a trading vehicle. So we don't want to look at the volume on the TZA because, once again, it's a trading vehicle. We want to watch the volume on the IWM, and the selling volume was light on Friday. So this could just be a pullback off of resistance, and we could proceed higher. So the all clear is not here yet to add to the TZA. It may well soon very well be here. However, not quite yet. We'll take a look at the intraday charts on TZA, and I'll go over that with members Sunday on the week ahead commentary in great detail. Next stock up is DOOR, Masonite International Corp. RSI is at 91.48. We are looking to short Masonite International. Again, symbol DOOR. DOOR should be pretty easy to remember. Up volume this past week is very, very low, and we just continue to rally higher. We did manage to eke out a new high on the stock. So once again, we'll go over the intraday charts and monthly charts to see if there is historic support. And on the internal charts, the intraday charts, do we have a setup that's forming for us to get short of DOR that is good from a risk-to-reward perspective? Plus, we want to take a look at the short interest. Is this overly shorted, and will we get burned if we open up a short on Monday morning? Next stock up is DXD. This is the ProShares Ultra Short Dow 30. So this puts you short of the Dow Jones Industrial Average. It's really trading. If you drew your trend lines down here, it's trading below the lower band of the declining downtrend channel. So the selling is overdone. Let's go take a look at the Dow Jones. Okay, the action on the Dow Jones on Friday was a key reversal at 16,500. Not a very pretty picture. Volume, however, was very, very light. Volume matters. As much as they love to say that volume doesn't matter anymore, that's just, I don't share in that opinion. Volume does matter. So when we review the charts of the Dow Jones over the weekend or on Sunday with members, we'll want to take a look at the intraday charts to see how we're setting up. We know that there's no historic support up here because we're at all-time highs. Also take note, we have a bit of a divergence that went on, which won't last long. The DXD was down while the Dow Jones Industrials was down. That's not supposed to happen. So we'll keep that in mind, that we did have a bit of a divergence. Nothing to draw a trade conclusion from, just something to notice and be aware of. VISN China Media, VISN, RSI is at 93.86, making it at nosebleed levels and unsustainable. Volume still looks good. It's still under institutional accumulation. ADX line above 60, making this stock ripe for a short. So we like VISN to the short side, however, not quite yet. We'll take a look at the intraday charts. And those are the stocks, folks. And if you're looking to join the Contrarian Trader, we have grown dramatically over these past several months. And I had to shut down the 14-day free trial offer and any subscribers whatsoever, to be honest with you, due to the fact that I need to hire an administrative assistant, another one, and I need to be able to focus on the members I currently have. I'm a boutique operation, not a churn and burn operation. I like to provide personalized service. So if you're interested in becoming a member of the Contrarian Trader, just enter your name and email. I will definitely get you out an email letting you know that we have opened up the enrollment rolls once again. Of course, there'll be a 14-day free trial offer, and we'll get you signed up. So please, I beg your patience. I'm hoping to get up and running with adding on new subscribers in early January. Again, though, I will be sending out an email to you folks and letting you know exactly when we'll be adding on to our new membership roles. And again, said your name and email address. I hate spam too. We do not sell information or spam, that junk. So please rest assured you will not be spammed. And that's it, folks. If I don't speak to you, have a great new year. Have a profitable new year. I will be putting together the best stock picks for the coming new year. I do believe that we're going to see a correction. I do not buy into the rah-rah cheerleading stuff on CNBC. I will be going over that in great detail in my 2014 analysis. And have a profitable 2014, folks.